This morning, our very special guest, our friend Beckie Thompson, is here. She's the co-founder at CCO of Green Meadow Farms in Leola. Good morning to you, Beckie.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm good.
So great to see you. Anybody you want to say hi to this morning?
I'll say hi to my husband, who's the co-founder with me. And he brought all the horses in the rain this morning, so I'm thankful to him. And had coffee ready for me. And to Chanel Martin, who's our marketing media girl. She's awesome, and just want to say hi to her.
Yeah, good morning to them, and thanks for bringing the horses in. That's pretty great. Speaking of horses, tell us what you do at Green Meadow Farm.
Okay, so this is our 13th year. We open the farm as it's a mentorship program. It's equine assisted. And we bring children in who have had trauma in their background, kids mostly adopted, some various types of trauma. They come for 90 minutes once a week for 10 weeks. And they come spring, summer, or fall. We just had 24 kids come this past spring. This is our last week of spring lessons. And we they come free of charge. That nobody pays to come to Green Meadow Farm. They come for 90 minutes, like I said, and that's kind of what we've done for 13 years.
Yeah, and so what do they do when they come? What are the riding lessons like? What do they entail?
Yeah, so it's not just riding. In fact, that's just a small part of it. It's learning to build a relationship with a horse and connect with horses. Horses have a flight and freeze kind of mentality, and kids with trauma in their background have that same go-to.
Right.
And so they can really understand, horses and kids with these kinds of issues can really understand each other and can learn from each other. And so the children that come, they learn by building relationship. They learn how to understand the horse's language, and in so doing, they can learn to understand kind of how they relate with their families in ways that are not healthy or their friends, and learn how to connect in better ways and build better attachments.
So interesting. Do you have any stories that could kind of give us a glimpse into what is happening?
Yeah. So I was trying to think this morning what to share with you, and because this has been such a rainy spring, I thought of this lesson that was just last week. So there was a little girl that came, and there's always a family lesson as one of the 10 lessons. We try to bring in the families and include them in a lesson. So it was this little girl's aunt and uncle came along with her mother, and they were given letters before they came, the mother and the child, to think of things that they appreciate about one another and speak into each other's lives. So it was because it was a rainy day, we couldn't have them on the horse in the arena going to the letters and then sharing those things. Instead, we had them bring their little horse, her favorite little horse, into the barn and in a stall. And it was raining outside and drippy, and this little horse was standing there, and the little girl painted all the letters on the horse, and then the mom stood on a mounting block looking in at the stall, and she would speak into this little girl's life all the different things that started with those letters, and share how she appreciated her daughter. And then the little girl shared with her mom. And afterwards, the mother came back and told the instructor in tears that she just so appreciated the time that this instructor was building into her daughter's life, because her life had been really dark. She was just really depressed, and this child had been adopted, and who knows what, like those triggers were for her. But this time with this instructor was so important. And the thing that stood out, and it was kind of sweet, was the letters that she painted on the horse were in yellow. And that was this little girl's favorite color. But she hadn't used that color in a long, long time. She wore black. She was very dark. And she just saw a spark in this little girl's life. That the horse was part of that, but that was just a glimpse into a family lesson on a rainy day.
I love that. That's a great story. If folks want to find out more about what you're doing, or maybe they have a child that would benefit from what you're doing, how can they get more information?
Our website's fantastic. It's greenmeadowfarm.org. It tells you everything you need to know.
And another way folks could find out what you're doing is to come out to an event you have coming up. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so on June 21st, we have our 13th annual lawn party, and it's a time when people just come on out to the farm. They bring friends and family. Many lesson families come back, and kids can reconnect with the horses, with the farm, and they learn what we do there.
That's very cool. You could check that out online as well. greenmeadowfarm.org. There's a volleyball tournament, there's barbecue, there's more, and we're going to talk more about that coming up with Beckie. This morning, our very special guest, our friend Beckie Thompson, is here. She's the co-founder and CCO of Green Meadow Farm. Good morning again to you, Beckie.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here. We've been asking our guests about their favorite verse, their life verse, and what that means to them. Do you have a life verse or a favorite verse right now you want to share with us?
I do. And it came to me when I was in high school at a youth retreat. And a pastor had spoken this verse, and it just really stuck with me. And it says, it's Psalm 84:11. Says, "The Lord God is a sun and a shield. He will give grace and glory. No good thing will he withhold from those that walk uprightly." And I just wanted to share, like, when I got the notes from you all to maybe share a life verse, I thought, wow, that really goes with part of what we do at Green Meadow Farm. So the good thing, no good thing will he withhold. Good doesn't always mean easy. It doesn't always mean exactly what our dream is immediately. It sometimes can be hard. Sometimes can be a trial. But that is true of so many of the families that come to Green Meadow Farm. So one of the things we also do besides ministering to the children is we really try to give a space for the parents and siblings of the student to just have refreshment, renewal, rest, and peace. And so we pair them with a family support person that listens, cares, prays with them, and just that time often for me as a family support person, which I do a lot, presents a time when I can share that in my life, the good wasn't always easy, but God is a redemptive God, and he always brings things back as we trust him to shape us more like Jesus. And it's just a great time with parents. So.
I love that your verse ties in with what your ministry is. I think that's fantastic. If folks want to find out more of what you're doing, if they want to experience the farm, they can come out to your lawn party. Yes. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so this year our lawn party is June 21st. If you come just to the lawn party, it's from 5 to 8 or 8:30 possibly, depending on how long things go.
Right.
And this year, when you come, you can order barbecue, you can pre-order barbecue. Everything is online. So like greenmeadowfarm.org, click on the banner. It takes you to where you can RSVP for the event. You can order your barbecue. There's pork or chicken. There will be ice cream and lemonade there also for you. And you can pre-register for volleyball. So we are alongside the lawn party is also volleyball tournament. And that is, you can register for a 4-person team. You can have 2 extra people as subs. It's co-ed or women. And that's from 2 to 8:30. So each team will get to play at least 3 games. So I'm not a volleyball player, but we are believing that there's a lot of volleyball players in Lancaster County. So we still need more teams. We can have 24 total, register. And then also there was a pie contest. So if you love baking pies, bring a pie. And then the pies will be tested, tasted, judged. There'll be 2 prizes for first and second place. And then the pies get auctioned off. We've done this many times. It's super fun. And there's been awesome pies that have come to the lawn party. I hope I remembered everything, but that's pretty much what we do. Oh, and we'll share a personal lesson story also from an instructor and a child with a horse so that people that have never been can find that out. And friends and family, anyone can come to the lawn party. It's a free event. Just come on to Green Meadow Farm at 1130 Creek Road, Leola.
And what's not to love about somewhere where you can play volleyball, have pie, barbecue,
and ice cream.
And ice cream, and they can find out what you guys do and what the Lord is doing through you. I think that's awesome. Check it out online, greenmeadowfarm.org. You can sign up. We're going to have to tell intern Josiah because he's a big volleyball player, so maybe he can get a team together as well.
Yes, tell Josiah.
Yeah, definitely will. Thank you so much for being with us today, Beckie. Thanks for sharing your heart and what God is doing through Green Meadow Farm.
Thanks for having me.
Check it out online, greenmeadowfarm.org.